What if I told you there is an animal on Earth that can grow old then become young again? Not in a myth, not in a movie. In the ocean, it is tiny, it is almost invisible, and scientists call it the immortal jellyfish. Its real name is Turritopsis dohrnii, and it may hold one of the strangest secrets in biology. The secret of biological immortality. Most animals are born, grow up, reproduce, age, and die. That is the normal story of life. A butterfly starts as a caterpillar. It becomes a chrysalis. Then it becomes a butterfly, but it never turns back into a caterpillar. A frog starts as a tadpole. It becomes a frog, but it never returns to being a tadpole. Humans are the same. We are babies, then children, then adults. Our cells slowly collect damage. Our bodies age. Time only moves one way, but the immortal jellyfish breaks that rule. It begins life as a tiny larva floating in the sea. Then it attaches to a surface and becomes a polyp. A polyp looks like a small underwater plant. From that polyp, tiny jellyfish bud off and swim away. These swimming adults are called medusae. Normally, that would be the final stage. But when Turritopsis dohrnii faces danger, starvation, injury, or stress, something incredible can happen. Instead of dying, it can reverse its life cycle. It can turn its adult body back into an earlier stage. In simple words, it can age backward. When people hear immortal jellyfish, they often imagine a creature that cannot be killed. But that is not true. This jellyfish can be eaten. It can get sick. It can be damaged beyond repair. It can die in many normal ways. Its immortality is different. It is not invincible. It is biologically immortal because it can avoid death from aging by resetting its body. Think of it like a video game. Most living things have one life bar. It slowly runs down with age. But this jellyfish has a strange reset button. When conditions get bad, it may press that button and return to an earlier stage of life. Then it can grow up again. In theory, this cycle could happen again and again. Adult, polyp, adult, polyp. That is why scientists are so interested in it. It does not defeat death completely, but it challenges one of the biggest rules of life, the rule that aging only goes forward. So how does it do this? The key process is called transdifferentiation. That word sounds complicated, but the idea is simple. Your body is made of many types of cells: skin cells, muscle cells, nerve cells, blood cells. Each cell has a job. In humans, most cells do not suddenly switch jobs. A skin cell does not normally become a nerve cell, but in the immortal jellyfish, some cells can change their role. Adult jellyfish cells can be reprogrammed into cells needed for a younger body stage. It is like taking a finished house and turning the bricks back into building materials, then using those materials to build a new house. The jellyfish does not simply heal a wound, it rebuilds its whole body plan. This is why it is so powerful. Many animals can regenerate. A lizard can regrow a tail. A starfish can regrow arms. But Turritopsis dohrnii can do something even stranger. It can reorganize itself into an earlier version of itself. That makes it one of the most amazing examples of regeneration in nature. Now, this does not mean humans will become immortal because of a jellyfish. That is important. We are not jellyfish. Our bodies are much more complex. Our brains, organs, immune systems, and cells all age in complicated ways. But the immortal jellyfish gives scientists a living example of biological reset. Researchers want to understand which genes are active during this transformation. They want to know how cells are protected. They want to know how DNA damage is handled. In humans, uncontrolled cell growth can lead to cancer. So the big mystery is not just how the jellyfish renews itself, it is how it renews itself safely. If scientists can understand that, it could help research in aging, stem cells, tissue repair, and disease. But we are far from turning humans young again. For now, the immortal jellyfish is not a shortcut to eternal life. It is a clue, a tiny clue, floating in the ocean. Here is the most surprising part. The immortal jellyfish is not some giant, powerful creature. It is only a few millimeters wide. It has no brain like ours. It has no heart. It has no bones. It is small enough to be missed completely. And yet, It can do something humans have dreamed about for thousands of years. It can restart life. That is the twist of nature. Sometimes the biggest secrets are hidden in the smallest bodies. Life does not become a straight line. It becomes a loop. The immortal jellyfish does not prove that death can be defeated, but it does prove something amazing. Aging is not always as fixed as we once thought. In one small ocean animal, life can move backward. Cells can change identity. The body can rebuild itself. Turritopsis dohrnii reminds us that nature is still full of surprises. It shows us that biology is not just a set of rules, it is also a set of exceptions. And sometimes those exceptions are where the biggest discoveries begin. The animal that cannot die is not a superhero. It is a tiny jellyfish, but inside that tiny body is one of the greatest scientific questions of all. What does it really mean to age? If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Science Vault for more incredible science every week.